knew that cake and frosting covered in chocolate could drive a person crazy? Welcome back to my channel. So for this week's project, it's not a full tutorial. So if you're looking for a tutorial, this is not it. It's kind of a tutorial. I'll show you what I do, but you know those kinds of projects that are just so appealing when you start, and then it gradually becomes a project that slowly starts killing your soul? Yeah, that's this project. This is a failure redemption. This project, which is Tulip Cake Pops, started out as the most innocent, like, oh my gosh, Valentine's Day is coming up. I should totally do this. It'd be awesome. Super cute. I've been obsessed with tulips. I love cake. Oh yeah, I could do that with no prior experience whatsoever. Wrong. So this project failed so incredibly much that I filmed the whole thing twice. I should have filmed it a third time because the second time I filmed with my GoPro and the screen is dirty throughout all of the footage. So I don't have the heart to film it again. I fixed the footage as much as I possibly can, so please forgive it if it's not the clearest, most beautiful quality video that I've ever made. But this is, as I said, about redemption. I have to finish this because if I don't, I can't live with myself. Forgive me for the low quality footage. I fixed it as much as I could. It is what it is, you know? But let's go back a little bit to show you the failure of these and the whole process. They look ugly, but the process was even uglier. You ready for this? This is what I created. Aren't you so proud? They're gigantic. I affectionately call them slightly more aesthetically pleasing poops on a stick. Poops on a stick. We're gonna just put those away. So, without further ado, let me show you my attempt at DIY redemption. So I went ahead and made another cake. After they were cooked, I cut off the bottom and the sides just to prevent any like hard crusties getting in the cake pops. You can also cut off the top if you want to. After that, I crumbled up the cakes into a fine crumble just to make it more mixable with the frosting. I used this pre-made cream cheese frosting because it was easy, and I used about 1/3 of the can. I mixed it in with the cake crumbles. So to make the stems of the tulips, I took some green food coloring and put a couple drops on some parchment paper. Then I took these cake pop sticks and then I just rolled them in the green food coloring to dye them. Now to make the appropriate size cake pop, I got this amazing tool from Walmart and it saved me from making gigantic cake pops again. Basically, you just load your chilled cake pop mixture into it, overfill it a little bit and press it. And there you go, perfectly sized cake pop balls. Now for this one, I don't want the ball shape, I want more of an egg/teardrop shape. So I roll it and compress it into my hands to make a more compact ball and then roll it into an egg shape. Next it was time to dip the whole tulip in there, so I melted some more almond bark. So I just dipped the tulip halfway in there and kind of used a spoon to drizzle it over the top, and I just let gravity do the rest of the work. You just want to tap off the excess to help gravity out just a little bit. Now I wanted to do half white tulips and half pink tulips, so after I dipped about half of them in the plain white almond bark, I went ahead and put it back on the heat and added some pink gel coloring. While those were hardening up, I went ahead and mixed up some gum paste mixture. I got this from Michael's. I'm not going to show mixing it, but it comes in a powder and you just add water. After it was mixed, I went ahead and rolled it out so I can make the petals. I took a small oval cookie cutter and cut out the petal shapes. I went ahead and took my balling tool and this shaping foam pad. Basically, you roll the balling tool in the center of the oval and roll along the edges. Once I got 3 petals rolled out, I went ahead and dipped my finger in water, put it on the inside of that little cup, and pressed it onto the outside of the cake pop. The water helps it stick, and once you have it on there, you just want to press it in and make sure it's fully attached to the cake pop. Now for the outside petals, I used a bigger cookie cutter and I did the same technique, except for on this one, after I rolled out the center just to make it cup up a little bit, I rolled along the top edge to make it kind of more petal-like. So I made it really thin. And I used this different kind of shaping foam to kind of get it even thinner along that top edge. Once it was rolled out, I did the same technique with the water, grabbed my cake pop again, and put it over top of the first layer. And then I just continued the process with 2 other petals. So there's 6 petals per cake pop. Now, since I wanted to do the other ones pink, I added the same gel color to the rest of my gum paste and I kind of mixed it in. Now, after realizing that it was really messy, I asked my husband to put down some parchment paper and some powdered sugar, and I just kneaded the color into it until it was all the way through. So for the leaves on the stem, I went ahead and bought this pre-mixed green fondant and I rolled it out to a thickness that I wanted, about 1/8 of an inch or so. And then I kind of free-handed cutting out little leaves. These do not have to be perfect. You just want a general leaf shape. I put a little bit of water on the center of the leaf, grabbed the cake pop, and kind of overlapped and pressed together the fondant around the stick. And then I just repeated the same process for all the other ones. And this is what it looks like all finished. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it made you laugh at least one time. I hope that you can just see the humor in this. I'm kind of sick of cake. I'm sick of cake pops. I probably have like 40 cake pops. But yeah, I'm much happier with how it came out the second time around. Just goes to show that you can't give up on trying new things the first time if they fail. And this channel is all about trying things for the first time. I've never done any sort of cake decorating in my life, so I can understand why I failed so hard the first time, but the second time it came out much better. I'm not gonna say that they're perfect, but I am much happier with how they came out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys all have amazing weeks, and I will see you guys in the next video, as always. Bye guys!